that move in the waters,
whatever in the water, sea, the river, the ocean, whatever. Read.
and of any living thing which is in the waters.
Right.
They shall be an abomination unto you.
What did God say?
They shall be an abomination unto you.
So what did God call shrimp? He called it a what? What about crab? Uh, shellfish. Abomination. Why? Because the same things that those animals do, the pig does. The thing is, it just does it in the water. When you look at a shrimp, you look at a roach. It's the same thing. One is in the water, one is on land. Look at a spider and a crab. One is in the water, one is in the land. You look at a lobster. You know how it's long? That lobster in the water, you got these damn centipedes on land. God makes the same animals, but once he puts it on the land to cleanse the land, and the other he puts it in the water. They say the earth is made up of like 75% of water. There's a lot of creatures in the water. A lot of animals, they got bowel movements, they got stomachs, they eat, and when they eat, it come out the rear end. Now, God set up animals to clean all that feces up in the ocean. What's those animals? The ones that we just named, the shrimp, the crab, the lobster. When that damn big ass damn whale come in and it just let loose, the shrimp right there like this. They eat good. That same shrimp, you damn putting it on your plate. You gotta scrape out the damn doodle string that's in it. First of all, what animal you gonna eat? You gotta wipe it first like a baby. Then you eat it. So for that reason, God said don't even eat it. But again, America, we're taught, oh, that's a delicacy. Get your bib on, put the gloves on, got that bag with all the juices in it, do that damn mukbang, turn the camera on, ASMR. You slurping on crab all day, not even knowing that. God said that's a sin. But we were taught that where? In slavery. Before slavery, before colonization, 1492, we never did that. We understood that that's abominable. I'm holy. I'm a set apart people. I'm different than everybody else. I don't do that. But ever since slavery, we learned the ways of the other nations, and now we fall into their spiritual trap, for lack of better terms. So y'all willing to put down the shrimp for God? Say what? Yeah, if you got to, because God, we didn't say it. God said it. What about you, sis? You willing to put down the each for God? You are y'all just saying that, or y'all for real? I used to eat pork, but I stopped when I found out a little more about it. Okay, well that's good. I'll praise to the Most High. That's beautiful. That's good. Now if I got one more, I know I said three. That's two. No shrimp, crab, lobster, no pork. We got one more. Let's go to Exodus 20 and 8, Sabbath day.
Look at Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8.
Right.
No. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
So God said, remember a specific day, the Sabbath day. Keep it holy. That's for you too, family. That's for y'all too. You know?
6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
Right.
But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
So God said on the seventh day of the week, it's a Sabbath, a holy set apart day where we're commanded to rest. Read.
In it thou shalt not do any work,
right?
Thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates.
Say you don't work or nobody in your house. He even said to them cattle. You got any land? You know, Mexico, I'm pretty sure. If we really wanted to, we'll work 7. So what day is the 7th day of the week?
7?
Yeah, what day is the 7th day of the week? Well, in church, we was taught it was Sunday. But if you look on your calendar, what's the first day of the week gonna be? Oh, look on your calendar on your phone.
Let me know.
Look on any calendar in this world. It's gonna say the same thing that's on your phone. On the very first day.
Many mics.
Look at that first S right there.
So y'all let me know in the chat if everything
that's Sunday. Clear. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. Monday is the first work day of the week. But in every society, every other culture, Saturday, the Sabbath, is the 7th day of the week. I believe in Spanish it's Sabado, right? Yeah. Now Sabado, that sounds similar to Sabbath, right? That's what it means. So even in Spanish, that word Sabado goes back to Saturday in the Bible, which is called the Sabbath.
Right.
In every race, the 7th day is Saturday, but in America, it's still the 7th. The Saturday is still the last day of the week, but they make Sunday their worship day. They say Sunday, that's when you go to church. That's when you worship Jesus Christ. And you bow down in that white Jesus and you thank him for nothing. But in reality, Saturday, that's the true holy day. Really, Friday night at sundown. So today will be the beginning of the Sabbath day. Friday night sundown to Saturday night when the sun goes down, that 24-hour period will be the Sabbath day.
Right.
There's no buying, there's no selling, there's no working, no laboring on this day, because it's signified from every other day. Read on in that.
For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth,
So from Sunday to Friday, even God, he made the heavens and the earth. Read.
the sea, and all that in them is,
And what he do?
and rested the seventh day.
What did God do?
And rested the seventh day.
Even God himself, he rested on the seventh day of the week. Sabbath day. So if God did that, how much more his creation? How much more us? So on this day, I know y'all just found out, but when that sun go down from Friday night to Saturday night, there's no buying, no selling. Y'all got jobs?
Yeah.
Well, hey, if you can't help it, no clocking in on Saturday. You gotta change your schedule. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, switch that up, bro.
Understand that this book is your laws, your commandments, your culture, your heritage that was stripped away from you in slavery. What they give us, Catholic, Protestant, Christianity, they gave us religion, indoctrination, not understanding that before that, we understood that we brothers, we really one race, coming from the same common ancestor. That's why Negroes and so-called Hispanics get along a lot. We get along a lot and we beef a lot, just like brothers. We got a different relationship than with the so-called white man or Chinese man. You ever been cool with a Chinese man? Called him your brother? Been like kiss with him? No. But I'm pretty sure in school growing up you had some black friends. The same thing with us. It's a special connection, and we don't ask ourselves why.
We got the same mom.
Yeah, we got the same mom. No, all of our names go back to our colonizers. What's your last name? Huh? Ortega. That's a Spaniard name. That's a Spanish name. Spaniard name. You got our people, our last name, William, George. Those aren't Hebrew names. Yeah, Beckenham. All that, man. These ain't Hebrew names. But the same way y'all got, like, for example, Hernando Cortez. If all of our people are Hispanics, I got that last name Cortez. Because Cortez, he had a lot of slaves. He said, you know what, I'm going to name my slaves after me. And that carried on forever. That's all we got. Y'all got Spanish last names, first names. We got English, first and last names. Because these people that conquered us. But again, before that, we had our own heritage, which is the Bible. So before y'all leave, what's 3 things that y'all learned? You said what? Well, close. You can eat certain things in the sea. It has to have what?
Scales.
Scales and what? Fins and scales. It can't have one without the other. Okay, for example, the Negro, he love catfish. Our people, we love catfish. Catfish nuggets, catfish bites. Go to all these chicken spots, get the fried catfish. According to the Bible, that's a sin to eat catfish because it has fins, but no scales. Slippery. All right? So, that's right. Gotta have fins and scales. So you can eat, things like salmon, bass, tilapia, perch, tuna. It's a lot of clean fish. But again, it's also fish that's unclean, that doesn't have fins and scales, that are known for cleaning up the filth of the ocean and the sea. So what's something else? I know you named like 2. You said, what's the ones you said before that? Shrimp. Yeah, no shrimp. That's right. Now, what's today? Friday night, which means it's the what? The rest day. That's right. Saturday. And the Bible called it what? The 7th day, but the Sabbath day. That word Sabbath literally means rest. You said that's what it means in Spanish too, right? Sabado. See, so that that's plain. One more. What are y'all race according to the Bible? What's y'all nationality? Hold on. You said what, sister? Sister, these no. Spaniards is the people that did all of this. We ain't no damn Spaniards, sister.
Right.
Hey, bro, you the man. I'm looking at you. But look on that sign right there. At the top, y'all will be Israelites. Israelites. Now with Israel is 12 beautiful tribes.
Beautiful.
Genesis 49:8, real quick. 12 tribes. You got the tribe of Judah. All right, the so-called American blacks. I will go back from the tribe of Judah. You know, you got so-called West Indies, the Haitians, the people that Belize, I believe, the Caribbeans. A lot of them, they go back to the tribe of Benjamin. You got the Haitians. Biblically, they go back to Levi. You got Puerto Ricans, Ephraim, Cubans, Manasseh, Dominican, Simeon, etc. Y'all go back to who? Aztecs, and what's across from you? Issachar, the tribe of Issachar. Now, it's the last verse, Genesis 49:28.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 49, verse 28.
Right?
Yup. And he charged them and said unto them, I am to be gathered unto my people.
That's 49 and 28.
49, 28.
Genesis 49. Let's start at verse
28.
right here.
Right here.
Yeah, 49 and 28. Yeah.
The book of Genesis, chapter 49, verse 28.
Right?
All these are the 12 tribes of Israel.
What did God say?
All these are the 12 tribes of Israel.
What's on this sign right here?
All these are the 12 tribes of Israel.
All these are the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. Different tribes, one family. Like, you know, Native Americans. They all get different tribes, but they all still so-called Native Americans. As a people, we all have different tribes. Again, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, etc. But we are Israelites at the end of the day. What tribe you think you from? Take a wild guess. What tribe you think you from?
I don't even know.
Take a, no, not Dominican. That ain't a bad guess, though. That ain't a
Not
bad
bad
guess.
guess, at least. Northern Kingdom.
Brother, he's from the tribe of Gad. When you look at Gad, what's across from Gad? Kind of faded, but so-called Native American. That brother, he would be a so-called Native American. I'm from the tribe of Judah. What tribe you from, Mark? Issachar. What about you, Tazadaka? What tribe you from? What we said, what brother? Or in English, Issachar. All right, so, you know, brothers from Issachar, so-called Mexicans, so-called blacks. These are what they called us in slavery, colonization, that we still call ourselves today. But biblically, that's what God called us.
Right.
All right, that makes sense? All right, now we ain't going to hold y'all. Give y'all, you know, 3 commandments. Know who y'all are, because this place, America, they going to teach you. Church, they not going to teach you. They going to give you white Jesus, and then they going to pass that collection plate around. Put all your money in and your hard work money. That's for them to keep lying to you. But we're going to give you the truth freely. Because y'all our brother, you our sister, and we're going to treat y'all likewise because that's what we got to come back to, all right? Did y'all get a flyer yet? We got y'all right here, all right? So y'all look into the information, fam. Always, family. All praise to the Most High. All right, brother. Always. God bless. God bless. All right, sister. All praise to the Most High. Let's get up for the Most High. All praise to the Most High, man. That's all we need up here, man. All we need is the fish. That's all we want is the fish, man. All praise to the Most High. Let's get up for the Most High again. All right. It's beautiful right there, man. Yeah, they wasn't gonna stop at first. Yeah, I had to hold my fist out there for the brother to kind of give me a dap. Beta man, got him on that hook, and reel him in. Don't let go. You pulling it, put your back into it until he kind of get up here. You know. So all praise to the Most High. That's a good fish. Huh? So let's go to 2 Corinthians 11. I forgot what I was going into first, but let's go. 2 Corinthians 11 and 1.
2 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 1.
Right.
Would to God you could bear with me a little in my folly.
Right.
And indeed bear with me.
Right.
For I am jealous over you with godly jealousy.
Right. So Paul, he was over the church of Corinth. And his job was to, you know, teach and guide the church in righteousness. He said, I'm jealous of you with a godly jealousy. You know?
For I have espoused you to one husband.
Right. He espoused us to Christ, that one husband. The same way how Paul, he espoused the church to Christ, Israel, we got to do likewise. Now, are we Paul? No. Are we over a million different churches like how he was? No. But our job is still to bring Israel to Yahushua as a beautiful virgin. Read on.
That I may present you as a chaste virgin to Christ.
He said his job was to present the church as a chaste virgin to Christ. chaste virgin, you know, every man want to chase virgins. On fire for the Most High, has an old man, not defiled. The same way how a man would desire that, same way how a father would want to present his daughter to a holy man, is the same way Paul said he want to present the church to Yahweh Shah. And us being shepherds, that's literally our whole sole job and duty. As present Israel, who don't know they Israel, who don't know what's going on, who's lost, who's spiritually damaged, bring them to the Lord. Understand, give them to understand who they are, and give them that true doctrine, that true water that they've been longing for all their lives. You know?
But I fear lest by any means, as the serpent beguiled Eve through his subtlety, so your mind should be corrupted from the simplicity that is in Christ.
Jump to 22.
Verse 22.
Read.
Are they Hebrews? So am I. Are they Israelites? So am I.
Read.
Are they the seed of Abraham? So am I.
Right.
Are they the ministers of Christ? I speak as a fool. I am more. In labors more abundant.
And we read this chapter, and Paul, he begins to say, my job is to present this church as a chaste virgin. And then he boasts in righteousness about the things that he went through for the church. Read verse 23 again.
Are they ministers of Christ? I speak as a fool.
So he said, I speak as a fool. Why? Because he begins to boast about the righteous things and the works that he put in for the church. Because you had men that were crept in who tried to present themselves as holy or on fire or, you know, as if they did some type of work. But in reality, they weren't even real apostles. So he said, I speak as a fool. Hold that. Go to Proverbs 27 and verse 2. And Paul, he was actually humble enough to admit, all right, look, I know I'm going to do some folly or foolish about boasting in myself, but I got to do what I got to do to get my point across. You got men on the left-hand side, they just boast of their works just to do it. Hey, yo, Ak, I read 7 chapters. What you do today? I fasted 7. What did you do? You ain't fast. That's all. Brother, he's boasting all his works just for the hell of it, for the fun of it. I read more than you today. How many chapters you read so I can read more?
Check it out, 2 minutes.
That's folly.
We gotta get.
we gotta get the train.
Yeah.
Read this.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 27, verse 2.
Right?
Let another man praise thee and not thy own mouth.
So even God said, you know, you want to let a man praise you, not your own mouth. And then Jake don't understand that. But Paul, on the right-hand side, you know, certain context, certain instances, you may have to boast. You may have to let a brother know, hey, look, I do A, B, and C. What were these men that's coming in? They don't got the works that I got. So he said, I speak as a fool. Read on in that.
I am more, in labors more abundant, in stripes above measure, in prisons more frequent, in deaths oft. Of the Jews 5 times received, I 40 stripes,
Read.
save one.
Right.
Thrice was I beaten with rods.
What Paul say?
Thrice was I beaten with rods.
What did Paul go through for the church?
Thrice was I beaten with
He
rods.
said, thrice I was beaten with rods. Man, hey, I've never been beaten with a rod for doing the work of God. I don't long been beaten with a rod in general. But Paul, he went through that for the church's sake. Thrice I've been beaten with rods. Read.
It says, once was I stoned. Thrice I suffered shipwreck. A night and a day I have been in the deep.
Right.
In journeyings often. In perils of water.
Right.
In perils of robbers.
Right.
In perils by my own countrymen.
Right.
In perils by the heathen.
Read.
In perils in the city.
Right.
In perils in the wilderness. In perils in the sea. In perils amongst false brethren.
So he said, Paul, he said, I caught hell everywhere by the heathen, countrymen, false brethren,
Right.
and the damn sea. I've never been in perils in the sea. Brother, we never been jammed up
Right.
in the middle of the Pacific Ocean,
Right.
just flown on a boat trying to get to an island to do the work. But Paul, he went through that. Perils in all type of conditions. Read.
In weariness and painfulness. In watchings often. In hunger and thirst.
Right.
In fasting often.
And what?
In fasting often.
He was doing this work while fasting. Imagine you fasting, get on the damn boat, ship flip over, you ain't eat for 3 days, 4 days, but you still have faith in the Most High. Paul went through all this, not for himself, but what did he say? My job is to present the church as a chaste virgin to Mashiach. Read.
In cold and nakedness. Besides those things that are without, that which cometh upon me daily, the care of all the churches.
What was on his spirit?
The care of all the churches.
Read that again.
The care of all the churches.
So he was going through all of this for the care of all the churches. Right. You can't even get a brother to pray with you nowadays. Or you get a brother, you find you that one press that arrow at the bottom and fast pass all the damn messages. Hey, Paul said what? He went through that for the care of all the churches. Go to what is Second Peter chapter 3 and verse number 1. 2 Peter 3 and 1. And go to the Apocrypha, Prolong of Sirach. All right, read that.
The book of 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 1.
Hold on. Hey, brother, real quick. What's your opinion on this sign right here? Oh, well, I understand, but I just want to get your opinion on this sign. You know, on this sign right here, we see images like colonization, captivity. You know, what kind of come to
You
mind?
making me nervous, dog.
Nah, you good. Nah, come on, brother.
Come on, all right.
Hell no.
Making me.
Nah.
Hey, brother, you gotta get out of Islam.
Right.
You gotta stop serving Muhammad.
He a grown man. He a
I don't
grown man
know.
saying that.
Making me nervous with the camera. Oh, you feminine.
Right.
Hey, that's what a Muslim do. That's what you wanted to be an Arab, Islam. That's what that do to you. Make you scared of cameras. Bring y'all what I call.
2 Peter chapter 3 verse
Oh, yeah.
1.
Come on.
This second
Start at,
epistle, beloved, I now write unto you, in both which I store up your pure mind by way of remembrance, that ye may be mindful of the words which were spoken
Just
before the
read
holy
it. Read it
prophets,
till I know.
and of the
Yeah.
commandment of us, the apostles of the Lord and Savior.
It's like read verse 1 again.
This second epistle, beloved, I now write unto you.
Brother, how y'all doing? Y'all see y'all next
Y'all got time for God, fam? Y'all got time for God? Read that.
In both which I store up your pure minds by way of remembrance.
So even Paul, when he was over the church, his job was to what? Stir up the church mind by way of remembrance, conforming them, exhorting them. Read.
That ye may be mindful of the words which were spoken before by the holy prophets.
Right, to remember the words that were spoken before by the holy prophets. That's our job. Our job is to stir up our minds. And when you stir up your mind, I mean, at one point you actually remembered it. You forgot it. Now your mind got to get stirred back up to remember what you was knew before. Paul said, my job is to stir up your mind, though you ain't once remembered this. So when you see the sheep, you see these, Israel that's gone astray, our whole job as shepherds is to stir up their mind to come back to Yahweh, come back to the truth. You know?
And of the commandment of us, the apostles of the Lord and Savior.
Right?
Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own
I
lust.
said on there, read this. Go to 2nd Ezra chapter 14. Read that.
Right, the book of Sirach, the prologue.
Start at verse 45.
It says, whereas many and great things have been delivered unto us by the law and the prophets.
Right, so you had Sirach. You had Joshua, Sirach, the son of Joshua, and then you had the Joshua, the son of Sirach. So you had this man, his son, and his great grandson, or his grandson rather, and their whole job was to work. Right, the book of Sirach for Israel that was zealous for the law. Why is that important? Because we just read Paul, Peter, they made their life about the church. What's going on, brother? I'm all right. What's your nationality? Black. Now, you believe in the Bible? You believe in the Bible? Somewhat. Now, I want to ask. I know you believe history, right? Now, in history, the God, or not even, let's not say God. Did any other people refer to themselves as a color out of a crown box as their race or nationality? No. When was that term black placed upon? It's the Bible. Now in church, at school, we got indoctrination. They taught us, especially in church, that this book is a book about religion, white Jesus, paying tithes. You sin all you want, all you gotta do is believe on Jesus and you'll be saved. Neglecting that this book doesn't speak about none of that, but it does speak about our history, what we went through. See, every race, every nation, they got a lot of history. You read about the Greeks, the white men. You read about the Romans. These Persians, read about the Persian Empire, about these Arabs and these other nations. When it comes to us, the Negro, all we got is Harriet Tubman, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Frederick Douglass, and all these men and women happened in slavery moving forward. What's our history before slavery? That's what we're trying to figure out. And the Bible speaks about it. See, every race has their own records and books. Believe it or not, this is your record and books that God has actually saved for us. Read Job 8:8.
Book of Job, chapter 8 and verse 8.
Right?
For inquire, I pray thee, of the former age.
That's why God said that. He said, inquire of the former age. A former age is way, way, way back when. Read on.
And prepare thyself to search of their father.
What did God say?
And prepare thyself to the search of their father.
God said, prepare yourself to the search of your fathers. Consider, like, damn, where do I come from? You know, the white man, he can boast about Alexander the Great, Julius Caesar, all these Roman individuals. Who can you boast about? We don't know. And every race, they have men that they can boast and glorify except us. Even the Chinese man, he got Genghis Khan. I was wondering about Genghis Khan. How the hell do I know about Genghis Khan? He's a damn Mongoloid king that was on somewhere in Russia somewhere while we was in slavery, catching hell. But yeah, we know about him. But when it comes to our history, we just, slavery, that's it. Black History Month, Negroes, slavery, chicken watermelon, Kool-Aid. Let's go back to Black history. But again, the truth is, your history is actually written up in the Bible. Now, you heard about King Solomon, right? I'm going to ask you. First, I'm going to ask you one question. What do they portray the people of the Bible? What color do they portray those individuals? White men, right? Now, you believe in the Bible, right? Let's see what God said. He said somewhat. Now, let's read Songs of Solomon, chapter 1 and 5. We're going to see what the people of the Bible actually are. Because again, it's not a book of religion. It's a historical record. Any record is going to describe how the people look, how they live, what foods they ate, their culture. It's a Solomon, a king. If anyone got records, it's a king. Let's read this. It's Solomon.
Book of Song of Solomon, chapter 1 and verse 5.
Read that.
I am black, but comely. O ye daughters of Jerusalem.
What's in the Bible?
I am black, but comely. O ye daughters of Jerusalem.
Read that a little bit louder.
I am black, but comely. O ye daughters of Jerusalem.
So Solomon, he said, I am black and comely. You know what comely means? Comely is like handsome, beautiful, pretty. Solomon said, I'm black and beautiful. Then he said, oh, daughters of Jerusalem. He kind of spin game to the women of his people. What that sound like a white man to say that? Hey, look, I'm black and beautiful. We got it doing a little. They're not doing that. That's us, brother. So he said, I'm black and beautiful, daughters of Jerusalem. Read.
As the tent of Kedar, as the curtains of Solomon.
Read on.
Look not upon me, because I am black.
Don't look upon me because I'm dark skinned, because what?
Because the sun had looked upon me.
See, that when that sun look on you, get a what? You get darker. He said, don't be ashamed because the sun looked upon me. You know, he was boasting. I got that rich melanin. If you ask me again, don't sound like an Arab, don't sound like a white man, don't sound like East Indian, don't sound like a damn, but none of those races. Sound like it's talking about us. But in that verse, you been to church? Did they ever read you that verse in church? Hell no, they not reading that in church. Because that's truth. Now, jump to verse 10. It's more on that.
Verse 10.
You like jewelry? Do black people as a whole like jewelry? You ever seen a East Indian man rock a lot of jewelry, chains and grill and hell no. What about a white man? Seen Bill Gates rock a lot of no. You see how people do that though, right? Let's read about Solomon, a king. Read on.
Thy cheeks are comely with rows of jewels.
What that sound like? He said his cheeks are comely with rows of jewels. You was to imagine. Grill. Read on.
Thy neck with chains of gold.
What did he say?
Thy neck with chains of gold.
Read that again.
Thy neck with chains of gold.
Neck chain. You know, I got it. Look, something. He said my neck got chains of gold. I'm led to believe they was some immaculate. Not nothing like this. I'm trying to, we getting there. Read on.
We will make thee borders of gold with studs of silver.
That's it on that. So the point is, in the Bible, Solomon was a so-called black man, described as a black man. Meaning, if he was black, he was dark-skinned, his mother and his father had to been what? Had to been dark-skinned to get a dark-skinned child. What about his cousins, aunties, uncles, brothers? Now, what about his race of people? Dark race. But we know in church, in the movies, they portray him as what? White. They got Passion of the Christ. You seen the movie Passion of the Christ? They got that damn white man portraying Jesus. Give me Revelation 1:13. They got that white man portraying Jesus. You got all the Negroes in the movies crying, sobbing. Not my Lord. No. But in the Bible, that's not even how he looked like. Let's take a wild guess. If Solomon was dark, what color would Christ be? He'll be dark. Now, how do they portray Christ? Like this man right here. Let's see what color Christ is according to the Bible. See up here? If you want to find out the truth, you got to go to the Bible. I can have my own definition or my own opinion. You can have your own opinion. We all can have our own opinion. But to come to a common ground, if we all want people, got to have a common ground on what we stand on. It has to be some type of source or morals. Chinese man, he got his morals. He got his country. He got his laws. Airmen, they got countries and laws they abide by. Us, we don't have our own laws or morals to keep us to a high standard as a people. But in reality, we do, and it's the Bible because God gave his book only to us. That's why the individuals that we read in the Bible are dark-skinned. They're Jews. They're Israelites. They're us. You a real Jew, brother. Not an African-American, a Hawaiian, Afro-American, a Negro, nigger. No, you a God on this earth. An Israelite. Now, read that. Let's see what color Christ is, the greatest man to ever walk the earth. 1 and 1. Start at 1 and 1.
The book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 1.
We don't.
Out.
The revelation of Jesus Christ.
The what?
The revelation of Jesus Christ.
It's the revelation or the revealing of Christ. If anyone wants to see Christ, best believe they're gonna want to jot it down. They ain't have pictures back then, obviously. So if they want to remember something, they write that joint down. John said he seen Christ, began to take that pen out, that notepad, and began to write. Read verse 13.
Verse 13.
Read.
And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment
No, that's
down
not
to the foot, and girt about the paps with a golden girdle.
Right?
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
Read that again.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
Let's turn the sound around real quick. All right. So it said Christ's head and his hairs as likened unto wool. Now, what makes people got woolly texture here? What makes people have woolly texture here? Us. Here it is. It says Christ got white woolly. I don't know you got an uncle, great grandfather. They get up in age. A hair turn white, but they still got that strong wool. Is this white and woolly? Hell no. So where the hell did that come from? Here it is, the depiction of Christ is written up in the Bible, but if you ask any average Joe out here that believe in the Bible, they're not going to know. Anything the whole world should know this verse. If Christ is the greatest man, we all love Christ, surely we should know what color he looked like. We was talking to somebody earlier, I asked him what color was Christ. He said, I don't know. If you believe in him, he could be any color. But that's like saying, let's say my great-grandfather, he passed away. My kids want to see a picture. I don't got a picture. But I tell them, hey, whatever color you want him to be, honey. He was rainbow, he was blue, he was orange, whatever color. That's madness. How much more price? Now, white woolly hair, read. Next.
White as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Right?
And his feet like unto fine brass.
It said his feet like brass. What color is brass? Copper, brown. Let's see how brown he was. He could have been this, could have been that, could have been light skin. Let's see how brown he was.
As if they burned in a furnace.
How dark was Christ?
As if they burned in a furnace.
Take that brown, burn it in a fire, pull it out. It's gonna be what? Dark. See, it was so dark. It said he got burnt in the damn fire. Woolly hair, dark skin man. Don't match that, but it match you and it match us. Again, if he was like that, his cousins, aunties, and uncles, then his whole race was about that. We just read Solomon. It was the same nationality as Christ. It was just similar. If you was to go somewhere and we was to, have a record of you, it'll look just like that. Or your father, your uncle, dark-skinned man, woolly texture, it'd be the same way. Christ one of us. So if he's dark-skinned and he's a Jew and his whole race was dark-skinned and they know that's the Jews, then what about us? We must be the Jews. Now this brother, he's going to expound in ways that I can never. Come your show.
From your stroke.
He's got it.
Read it, brother.
Okay, all right. If you read it. Show one more.
Daniel 7.
Let's see how the Most High God.
Daniel 7, verse 9. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did
They
sit.
say what?
And the Ancient of Days did sit.
Right, the Ancient of Days. The Ancient of, that's another nickname for the Most High. Because he doesn't have a birthday. He doesn't have, he doesn't have a birthday. When he was born, we don't know. Right? Bring this out.
Whose garment was white as snow.
They say what?
Whose garment was white as snow.
Right, as you hear people like to say, God, he's just a ball of light. But it said his garment, he had a body. Shoulders, right? Arms, he had a whole garment. Read.
And the hair of his head like the pure wool.
It say what?
And the hair of his head like the pure wool.
It say the head of his head like the pure wool. We know who has woolly hair today. We made in his image. Right? That's a beautiful thing. That's what our God looks like. And he made the chosen people, right? Since the foundation of earth, the Hebrew Israelites. Now let's find out how we come to, to America. How we start serving the white man's laws. How we start serving all these other nation laws, but not our God. Let's get Jeremiah 17:4. Right? Let's bring that out through the spirit. So, and what you have learned from the brother that was up here, I just want to give you a summary of what you have learned from the brother that taught you. Yeah.
Jesus, black man.
That's right.
Black man.
You all right?
Line of kings, come from the line of people who like jewelry, like behaving as kings.
Right. Those characteristics
Gotta
was
get back to those standards.
all praise to the Most High. All right, yeah, that's right. They were so-called black men, but we fit those characteristics, but we got to see what nationality they were too. Let's get Hebrews 7:14. Let's bring this up.
Look at Jeremiah chapter.
Hebrews 7. You good? Hebrews 7:14. Let's see the ethnicity of Christ, right? Since we know that he's a so-called black man, but what he was calling himself when he was walking in the flesh. Bring this out.
Hebrews 7:14. For it is evident.
They say what?
For it is evident.
For it is obvious
that our Lord sprang out of Judah.
Sprang out of Judah. You see on this sign right here, right? The American blacks, right, Salakia? The American blacks are the Hebrew Israelites from the tribe of Judah. Because all the other nations, they have a different nationality. We have a different nationality. And the so-called blacks, even some, black folks in Africa as well, they like their queens, Ghana and Ashanti and others. Hey, they can be Jews. The tribe of Judah, the practice Jews. And have you seen them call him a nigga? They was calling us nigga in Rome back then. Right, let's get Acts 13. Acts 13. Let's bring it out.
Where the church goes at certain prophets.
Certain who?
Certain prophets.
Certain prophets
And teachers.
And teachers.
As Barnabas and Simeon.
Right.
That was called nigger.
They was called what?
That was called nigger.
Hey, what people was getting called nigger today? Hey, that was this is around the Roman Empire, man. They was getting called nigger. What other people? You see the Chinese man getting called? No, man, that's plain. That's plain. Right. So let's go to Jeremiah 17:4. Right.
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, and verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thy heritage.
Good about Uncle Tom. Check it out. It's just like it's 10 times worse.
All right, chat. I need to put the phone on the charger. Y'all not gonna be able to hear the mini mics, but
check that out. Like I said, we gotta get.
And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage.
Right? Language, civil laws, all that discontinue.
And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in a land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever.
Right? The Lord, he very because obviously he shows mercy and grace to that 1%, as I like to say, or 2%, that 1/3, that if they keep his commandments. Now let's get to Numbers 17. So we got a slight thing from something. Right? Do you know? Question, what you think when we made God himself? Exactly. Praise another God. Right? You heard of the 10 Commandments? Right? You remember? Yeah. So that's one of them. Let's get Exodus 23.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of God. And
That's the book of Baruch, chapter 1 and verse 17.
Yeah.
For we have sinned before the Lord. For we have sinned before the Lord.
Have sinned before the Lord. That's why we think something. Just like you said, we serve other gods. You know, it don't have to be just a stone or an image that we have to actually serve. It can be yourself. Birthdays, that is a sin. Put yourself as a god, make yourself as a god, worship yourself, and not actually worship the actual creator. Worship the sun, the moon, the stars, and animals. Worship the creator. Let's get Exodus 20.
In the book of Exodus 20 and verse number 3, thou shalt have no other gods before me.
Say what?
Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
Yourself, women, whatever that you desire, you put that before the Lord, that should be seen that as a God. Because God has power. So you know that has power over your life instead of something that's really hard to do. Right, so we disobey him. That's a commandment. That's a person. He's right back. Let's go to verse 14.
Verse 14. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not commit adultery.
Right? We laying down with our sisters, our brothers' wives, commit adultery. Right? That's a commandment that we was not. That's how we make God upset. This is why we get big. Right? And as a Hebrew Israelite, we have to keep this commandment. Now there's commandments outside of the team. Let's get Leviticus 11:7. Right? Leviticus 11:7. Leviticus 11:7.
Look at Leviticus 11 and verse 7.
Pick it up.
And it reads, and the swine.
And the what?
And the swine.
You know what swine is, right? Right there, right? Read.
Though he divide the hoof and be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean to you.
Right? So the Lord said the pig is unclean to you. Do you know what they fed us in slavery? Pig. Right? Yeah, they eat, smush it all up, or they give us some scones. And like I say, check that movie out, because literally in that movie, they had 2 pounds of pork fat mixed together, and they just eat it like animals. Right? That's how they treat us. They knew that this was a commandment that God gave us, and they knew that the pig was good. Right? Keep reading.
Verse number 8. Of their flesh shall ye not eat.
Say
Of
what?
their flesh shall ye not eat. And their carcass shall ye not touch. They are unclean to you.
Right? So when you do these things, when you disobey the Lord, you send pleasure. Right? Let's get Deuteronomy 28. You send pleasure upon you. Don't keep the commandments. Like that, high blood pressure, diabetes.
Right.
You got tumors. You know, things happen. Things are happening. So as a Hebrew Israelite, are you willing to stop the work of God? And that's the main reason why we get today. Another reason. There's plenty of reasons why we get today. You know what I'm saying? So are you willing to do that? Because that's the thing.
Come on, all praise. All praise.
You know, it's really plain. This commandment's not hard. You know, it's actually for your good. Right? Let me get Joshua 1:14. This literally was going to keep you alive. Not just physically, but spiritually. I see you walking to it, I'm boxing, you know, you got some sins. Now you're going to have more sins because you know the Lord, God, and the sin and the commandments that's right, bring this up.
Joshua 1 and verse number 8. This book of the law.
They say what?
This book of the law
This book of the law.
shall not depart.
They say what?
Shall not depart out of thy mouth.
Right, this book of the law shall not depart of thy mouth. When it departed, look what happened. Look what that. Right, read.
But thou shalt meditate therein day and night.
Not only a little bit.
Day and night. That thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous.
Thy way prosperous. Right, come on that.
And then thou shalt have good success.
Many people have good success. And a lot of people, yes, you see a lot of celebrities. They got a lot of money. They got good success. Is that really good success? Is that successful? Right? You will truly have good success when you keep this book. When you keep the laws of God. You doesn't depart out of your mouth while you meditate daily. So let's get another commandment. Let's read down. You can see food.
Bird.
Smoke. Sometimes, let's be
Leviticus 11 and verse number 9.
Bring it out.
These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters, whatsoever have fins and scales,
Days and scales. Read.
in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat.
Right. So whatever's in the water that has fins and scales, you eat. You know? So do you know what animals that have fins and scales? Red snapper. You got that's the bluefin, yellowfin. Or you got big hump bass, other fish. You got tilapia, right? I think I skipped that. Right? Tilapia, red bass. You got all these other fish that has righteous characteristics that you can eat. You can't eat catfish, you can't eat shellfish, and shrimp, crab, lobster. Understand? And as you see, those are clean the water. I'm really said it from the other side. They clean the water. Those are
Scavengers. Scavengers.
scavengers, right? Insects in the water that eat fishes. A lot of things that comes out of the water, a lot of waste. So are you willing to only eat fish with these? For God. Our president. Hey, so do you know, now let's get Deuteronomy 3, verse 15. So you know about Moses, right? Right, so we get commandments outside of the 10. You know how to dietary law, and some dress codes as well. Go when we get to them. But now we're going to go into the blessings when you keep the commandments, and there's also curses as well.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15.
Bring it out.
For it shall come to pass that thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day. That all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Right? That says that it's a generational curse. You hear the Chinese man saying, you don't hear the white man saying that. These idiots saying that. They don't say they in a generational curse. They obviously they're very businesses. Right? They don't have to learn nobody else. Right. And then even when somebody else they take it. Right. You know, they let it to the truth. You know, we got to go to the bad. But they run things good. While we out here, these old drugs, poor, we barely eat. If we do eat, it's drugs.
Right.
Right? Let's go to verse 22.
Verse 22. And the Lord shall smite thee with the consumption, and the Lord shall smite thee with the consumption, and with the fever, and with the fever.
Passages that's happened to you, infirmities that's happened to you. Or even if you're smoking, doing things that's destroying your body, right?
And with an inflammation.
What?
And with an inflammation.
Wellings, right? Hey, this is you know what? You see the Chinese man with swellings? Hey, he tells his kids don't be with the so-called black man because we in our blood on that BBC. Because look what they feed us. You know how we got here to America? Like how we want transportation. Let's read it out of the Bible, verse 68.
Verse 68.
Go.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Israelite, right? So Egypt is a house of bondage. Right? Bring us up.
Book of Exodus chapter 20 and verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
House of bondage. So that's a temporary slavery. Just like your mom said, hey, if you don't clean up this room, I'm going to beat you. That's what the Lord said. All right? So bring us up.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
What?
With ships.
Ships. Right? Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
Right? You don't see your homeland.
Read.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies. Unto your enemies.
God said you be sold into your enemies. What people say this? The Lord said, what he said to the Father?
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
We have enemies out here, right? But people like to say that we're all one, we're all family. They would like to say that. Right? We have enemies out here. How does a brother put pork in it? Say it's beef, but it has to pork in it. Say it's chicken, but it has to pork in it. Turkey, yeah, turkey is what else they do. The cereal got poison in it. Your favorite cereal, your favorite cereal. You don't even Captain Crunch. Captain Crunch. Captain Crunch. Years. See that? See, I like Reese's, but they got poison in it. So it's food for the five. How can that be an actual brother? How can it be? Like, read it.
For bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
I say, what types of stuff? That's what I'm saying. All the, like all the leaders, motivational speakers, and all this and that, they're not going to say Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, none of them. Right? The Black Panthers, you know, that's not going to say it's but Christ himself.
Right.
Right? So let's get another command. Let's get Exodus 20, verse 8. Right? So the Lord about to tell you how you go about your days. Not the days of the so-called white man. Tell you. Right? So bring this out.
Exodus 20, verse number 8.
Bring it out.
Remember the Sabbath day.
Say what?
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
Right? Sabbath. Right? Read.
6 days.
Say what?
6 days.
6 days. Right?
Shall thou labor.
Right? So the Lord tell you. Hey, look, as a Hebrew Israelite, I'm going to need you to keep the Sabbath day. 6 days, what?
Shall thou labor.
Shall thou labor. 6 days you go to work. Clock in, clock out. Do what you got to do. Whatever pleasure that you like to do, like your fun hobbies, do that on those 6 days. What's the first day of the week? Exactly. Me. Let's be wild. All flat out. Sunday is the first day of the week. So it says 6 days. Do thy labor. Right, read.
And do all thy work. But on the seventh day. But on the seventh day.
The 6th day, the first day of the Sabbath, what's the 7th day? Actually, Saturday. And Saturday is what? Saturday is the Sabbath. Alright, bring this up.
But the seventh day is the Sabbath. Is the what? Is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work.
Right, so today, Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. Right? The start of the day doesn't start in midnight, 12 p.m. How can 12 p.m. be the start of the day when it's the middle of the night? That don't make sense. Right? You can bring it out.
In the book of Genesis, chapter 1 and verse number 5.
Bring it out.
Creation of the earth. Right? So he's making the concept of time right now. Bring this up.
And God called the light day.
Say what?
And God called the light
day.
day. And the darkness he called night.
Right?
And the evening.
What?
And
the
the
evening.
evening. And the morning were the first day.
Evening in the morning was the first day.
All right.
So the evening already passed. Now it's a new day. Right? It's the Sabbath. So Friday, Sunday, and Saturday, Sunday. Don't work this year. Isaiah 58:13. Isaiah 58:13 and then there is laws of the Sabbath day that you have to keep. So you gotta keep it holy. Say in churches, they say Saturday, Sunday. That's when you should worship, the Most High every day. But this day, you literally need to serve the Lord. That's your day of rest. Don't you like to worship? I mean, work it out. Wait a second.
Nehemiah 10 and verse 31. And of the people of the land bring ware or any victuals.
Right? Where are many vegetables? As you see on Michigan, snakes and playing the drums and lopez and all this and that. If they bring well individuals
On the Sabbath day to sell, that we would not buy it of them. On the Sabbath or on the holy day.
Hey, Nehemiah, like the Lord's house of Nehemiah, hey, on the Sabbath day, if anybody bring word individuals, you're not buying it.
Right.
On the Sabbath, you cannot buy or sell your business. The Lord says 6 days, thou shalt work and go with your labor. 7, Isaiah 58:13.
Isaiah 58:13.
Bring it out.
If thou turn away thy foot from the Sabbath, from doing thy pleasure on my holy day, and call the Sabbath a delight, the holy of the Lord honorable, and shalt honor him, not doing thy own ways.
Not doing thy own ways.
On this day, I want to do it in their own ways. In ways that they do already know. They got to break it down, party, all that. Agree?
Nor finding thine own pleasure,
Right? Finding your own pleasures.
nor speaking thine own word.
Their own words. All the things that they speak is sensitive. What I go to. It's about me. You know, that's the Lord knows them with that beside. Because He created for you to mercy and apart. And that's mercy because He especially now in 13 now we're got no rest. That gave us an extra day.
Right.
Right? So I got two questions. I'll say two. What's your definition according to God? Based off the Bible. The Bible. God. That's right. That's right. He was like, right, we from tropical stars and right. He was like from tropical. Now, how do we come into slavery by not doing what? Exactly. So what commandment that you have?
Two of them. There's three. Yeah, the father not really active in the chats like that. His brothers and then personal. Y'all cannot get past this line.
That's what you so you say it's let them down. Okay, this is how we last. Alright, so I'm gonna fly and everything. Check it out. All the things that we brought out.
Know ye not that ye are the temple of God?
Right, you are the temple of God. Right, so this body is not yours. This body is not ours. It's vessels, right? Read.
And that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you?
The Spirit of God dwelleth in you, right?
If any man defile the temple of God,
If any man defile the temple of God by over drinking, smoking, laying down with women, right? Read.
him shall God destroy.
It says, shall God destroy. And that destroy doesn't mean you have to be killed. Because you're able to curse it according to the commandments, you have inflammation. And inflammation and it can be a sexual disease. You know? So, hey, you can't, smoking, you can find yourself. It should be made for eat. So we want to overfeed you. That flyer, take that flyer, but the QR code right there, the YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, all that. It's all you do.
Y'all got 2 minutes for God?
Nice to meet you. All praise to him. So let's give it up for the Lord, man. That's shit, man.
All right, brother.
All praise to him. Appreciate it, bro. You said something to me? Okay, done. All praise to the Most High. Let's get it. All right, all praise to the Most High. Back out. Got another Shabbat. Came off of Mike Feast Day. Right. Mike Feast and Tabernacle. All praise to the Most High. Right. The Lord still casting the judgments. Right? Hey, you got people coming in the truth, people getting sifted out. Right. People letting demons attack them, people overcoming demons. Right. This word is still coming. Right. Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12.
Ephesians 6 and verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh.
They say what?
For we wrestle not against flesh
We wrestle not against flesh. Read.
and blood,
And blood.
but against principalities.
They say what?
But against principalities.
So we wrestle not against flesh and blood. We had to tell the so-called slaves that you are the chosen people. That you are the Hebrew Israelites. Right? That you are a beautiful nation. Right? And you're not out here to wrestle against flesh and blood. You're out here to wrestle against principalities. What else?
Against powers, against the rulers of the
They
darkness.
say rulers of the darkness. Yeah. So what we need to understand is that you may be in tune with somebody, but you really in tune with the spirit. We in spiritual warfare right now. And sooner or later, it's going to be physical. It's going to be bombs flying. It's going to be less food and people getting eaten alive. Hey,
and you wrestling against principalities, rules of the darkness, right? And you wrestle against principalities. It's not always going to be a woman that's just naked and she's beautiful from head to toe. It's not going to always be that. It's not going to always be pork in your face. It's going to be the thing that you love to do, right? Bring this up.
Against the rulers of the darkness of this world.
Right.
Against spiritual wickedness.
It's a spiritual wickedness, man. All we surrounded by is demons.
Right.
You see it. Just because somebody nice and they come into your food, they got demons in them.
Right.
All the time they wanted to overthrow you. That's just keep it simple. And the Lord telling us out of the Bible, don't be, like, if you read 1 Peter 5 verse 8. Because it's a lot going on in Israel, man. And you got all hell breaking loose. You got folks out here just in their own thoughts, they in their own minds, they taking heed to all the good things that they love.
Be sober.
You say what?
Be sober.
The Lord not telling you to be sober physically, man. It's all spiritual. You don't want to be out here just drunk. You're drunk off the video game. You're drunk off movies. You're drunk off clothes. You drunk off damn, what Jake be drunk off? He just be drunk off anything, man. Drunk off philosophy. He love, Stephen Rozier.
Damn. Facebook.
Yeah, he be drunk off Facebook, man. Hey, brother, I got a question for you. What does Christ look like, man? What's going on? I like the, jacket, man. Let's try it in the chains. Hey, you know, else you wear chains? You know, King Solomon? Yeah. Let's go to King Solomon. One verse for you.
All right.
Because, hey, what you know, Solomon, hey, he look just like you, bro. And he wear chains, and you got the grills, you got the same characteristics and style just like our forefathers. Right, what is up?
This song's Solomon 1 and 5.
No.
I am black.
What Solomon say?
I am black.
Right?
But comely.
People today say they black and beautiful. Right? He said, I am black and comely. Read.
I am black and but comely.
Right?
O ye daughters of Jerusalem.
Right? He said, I'm black and handsome. Check it out. Sisters. Hey, that's our people. Let's go to verse 10.
Verse 10. And it reads, Thy cheeks are comely with rows of jewels.
His cheeks are comely with rows of jewels. What people have cheeks that's comely with rows of jewels? You got grills in this one. Right? Read.
Thy neck with chains of gold.
Right neck with chains of gold. You got the brother got chains of gold on his neck, but he had chains of gold. This gold that you can't get by yourself. And you gotta carve it the way how you want it to be. So that gold that's on his neck was heavier than the chain that you got on right now. And he was able to stand that. Hey, so take a flyer, brother. You a Hebrew Israelite, you a Jew. Anybody got a flyer for yourself? You're not an African American or black. Brothers and sisters, there are kings and princesses.
Right.
Repent, keep the commandments. All hell breaking loose. Stay fresh, brother. But stay fresh by keeping God's commandments, brother. Right? You gotta tell Jake that. I mean, hey, being an Israelite, always you gotta be looking poor and your face all beat up. Hey, man, our forefathers was fresh, man. Our forefathers was slacked out. You know what I'm saying? But let's get back to that. Let's get Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12. Right? Yeah, you jump off that. And then you jump off Nikes, the Jordans. Color boards come out every December. Not every December. Every December. Walk to the clock, they in a long line and jump off there. Hey, it ain't always gonna come, that temptation, the wickedness ain't always gonna come in a woman. It ain't gonna come in the man's food or the woman that deal with that. It's gonna come with what you love to do. Your desire. Sorry,
Chapter 2 and verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord.
And what's so mighty, just, righteous, true, and honest about the Most High God, Yahweh Shah, he told you what's to come in this place. He told you what's to come with this earth. Right? Read.
Prepare thy soul for temptation.
Say what?
Prepare thy soul for temptation.
The Lord gave you how to go to war. Prepare thy soul for temptation. Right? There's greater evils to come.
Oh, that was him?
That was, oh yeah, brother, you look familiar. Hey, brother, check it out, brother.
I wasn't him. You was him.
A
Nice jacket,
I used to hoop with you, brother.
Yes, but
My brother used to hoop with you, brother. Come here. Nah, check it out.
yeah, it was
I
him.
think I used to hoop with you,
It
brother.
was him. Yeah.
I think I used to hoop I think I used to hoop.
He dunked bro ass, didn't he? He dunked his ass. Yeah,
I was dunking it in junior year. But
y'all want me to see how things that say that? I don't know.
no, actually, no. This ain't my thing. This is God's thing right here. This is His work, His business.
All right, bring that up.
So I got a question. I ain't trying to school y'all, quiz y'all. Because this question, everybody get home. Right? What's your ethnicity according to God? According to God. You two sisters, help him out now. You ain't like African American. I said, according to God.
I'm reflection of him.
Okay, I like that. But you, what's your nation though?
It's a trick question.
Right, so African American, that wasn't given by God. Because think about way back when in the ancient world. Would we say we African American?
No.
How about this? Before we came on slave ships, we called ourselves African American. Before we even knew it was a boat, did we say African American?
No.
Who gave us African American? So why we call ourselves that? If a white man gave us your nation, why? Why would we talk that? Because once we talk things of God, right? You believe in the Bible, right? Bring this up. Bring this up.
Ephesians of Esther, chapter verse 9. Yeah, verse 9. And my nation
You
is
say what?
And my nation
My nation.
is this Israel.
What?
is this Israel.
Your nation is Israel. Have you heard of somebody saying that so-called black men and women they think you Jews in the Bible? You heard about that? You know about the eclipse? The rebels? The eclipse, yeah. The classic.
No, I don't know about that. I know about the eclipse, but not the eclipse.
The eclipse, you don't know about the rebel. You know about what happened to Kyrie Irving?
Yeah, no, what happened to him?
When he put the Hebrews to Negroes? You heard about that?
No.
You heard about Kanye West saying to the Shemites? You heard about that?
Yeah.
You heard about that, right? So Shem Henry Jackson, that comes out of the Bible. We were sent from Shem. Now Shem comes from Israelites. You understand? So how we find out that we're Hebrew Israelites? Because there's prophecies that happen to the Israelites.
Right.
That is happening right now. You understand? So y'all know about Moses, right? And he was talking to, y'all know he was talking to Israelites. Let's get that out. Deuteronomy 28, verse 15.
You gotta go, brother.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring out one verse. I got you. So how we get into America? On a boat. Like I told you, there's prophecies of the Israelites that will happen if they don't follow God's commandments. You understand? So bring this up.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15.
Bring it out.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God. Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring it into Egypt with them.
The Lord said, you don't bring the Israelites into Egypt. Egypt is a house of bondage. That's the trick word. Right? But God did with metaphors too. And punchlines. He said, if I don't give the commandments, I'm going to bring you into the house of bondage. Or where in Africa? Y'all want to know that. You want to see your homeland again. So after we got on those slave ships, they trained us to speak English, Spanish, Creole, French, all those other languages. Eat this way, dress this way,
Right.
eat this, follow this man right here. Caesar Borgia. God is white. Christ is white. But that was a lie. That's what happened. So now you can see your homeland. It's a prophecy, bro. Don't believe me, believe the Bible. Right, read.
And there ye shall be sold unto your
What is
enemies.
slavery?
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Sold to your enemies. What people slave days, bro? Who they look like? White. enemies. You got enemies. An enemy will put guns
Can
on
I
the
ask you a question?
Our message is that, let me get Ecclesiastes chapter 13, that you are Hebrew Israelites from the tribe of Judah. The fathers are so-called black, right? The fathers, so-called black man. Right, that's just a color. Then you say African American, that's two continents, right? But named after white man. You understand? So you'll be a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Judah, right? The so-called black Israelites of David. If you don't keep the commandments, you're going to destroy the good God in this place, brother.
Right. Thank you. I appreciate it for real.
Hey, if you still calling yourself African American, brother, you could have, yeah, he just walked off. That's okay. That's okay. You're not from the bed.
Right.
You just let him find out the truth. You couldn't even deny it. All you do is shake your head. Right? Shake your head. See that? Why don't you go to Sirach chapter 2, verse 1? Because that right there, it ain't no woman that's trying to tempt you. It's the world, man. Don't get what you got.
This is the book of John, chapter 8, verse 47. He that is of God.
It say what?
He that is of God.
It say he that is of God. Let's see. What is a man that is of God? What is a woman that is of God? What is a child that is of God? Let's see. Is that don't let us read? And this is Christ speaking. This is Yahweh Shah speaking. Yahweh Shah was speaking things of the Bible. He didn't come on earth with these other people like to say. He just started speaking the truth. He actually read the Bible. What our people don't do. Right? Read.
He that is of God heareth.
It
God
said what?
heareth
It say heareth.
God's words. That ye therefore hear them not, because ye are not of God.
Because ye are not of God. So you don't hear the word. You're not of God. And if you say you are God, then what power will you serve? Because all that means is power. You ain't serving Yahweh. Why shouldn't Yahweh Shah? You serving Hashatan. Right? You serving demons, man. You serving other powers, man. That's all. Right? So let's get Sirach chapter 2, verse 1.
Sirach chapter 2, verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
The Lord told us, hey, prepare thy soul for temptation. And that temptation don't always gotta be a woman, I'm gonna have to say. It don't always gotta be a man. It can be the things that you desire in this place. The things that you departed from. It's gonna come back. Right? That's what's gonna tempt you. This place, let's get 1 John chapter 2, verse 15. Right? You got damn Trump proclaiming peace. What peace is going on right now? What you mean that's not gonna be World War III? How? I don't understand that. How you know that World War III is not gonna happen? That's off. Man, that he control. It's crazy how powerful man is. You think he control what the Lord has put ordained. Everything is already predestined. History's gonna repeat itself. You can't change that. Right? And God doesn't change. He's not gonna say, "Oh man, did say that." You know what? Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, it's gonna be peace. You know what? Israel's gonna stay in captivity. That's no. God is the man of His word. Hey, family.
Hey, every time they say peace, Israel always sending another message to the mosque.
Yeah, right. That's look. They have a different definition.
It's a
of peace.
cold word.
Yeah, it's a code in your peace. You know, we might have to get a powder, a ballroom or something to take with you. That's anything, man. Always throwing his lips. Yeah, man, he always do that.
Then Yahoo laughing and she say it again, peace, say it again.
Yeah, form of the umbrella, you know. No, he's not doing that. Like you say, he end up sending missiles. Right, sending missiles to Ukraine, right? Damn, Venezuela get bombed.
Right.
Hey, Venezuela just got bombed.
Yeah, man.
It's evil, man. Why would you bomb
Bombing
them?
cartel shit.
Right, cartel shit. Don't you want oil over there? You bombing stuff. You want something out of there, but you kill it. That don't make no sense. You know, just destroy yourself. The Lord gonna have to destroy themselves. That's all, man. Right? Break that out. Let me get let's what I go to 56. Yeah, First John.
In the book of 17. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, for all that is in the world.
Right, so this can't get no plainer than this. This is so plain. Sister, 2 minutes, sister. 2 minutes for God, sister. Put on the longer dress, sister. Put on the longer dress. Hey, when that day comes, Eve gonna get ravished.
Oh man.
Eve gonna get ravished too, because they be freaking out, right? But hey, this is so plain. The Lord can't get no plainer than this. The Lord is telling you what's in the world, right? Read.
For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh,
The
lust of the flesh,
and the lust of the eyes,
Lust of the eyes,
and the pride of life,
the pride of life. Read.
is not of the Father,
Not of the Father,
but is of the world.
it's of the world, man. So all this interface is the pride of life, the lust of the eyes, the lust of the flesh, man. All that is temptation that the Lord is warning you about. And for you to just not even know that, I don't even know what words to put it, because it's like, you know these things. But hey, the Lord does turn the heat. That's why we have to Tuesday meditate day and night in His word. Great evils are to come, right? You can read on that.
Verse 17. And the world passeth away,
Say what?
and the world passeth away,
Right, so all these things are going to pass away. The Lord is telling you He's going to destroy this place. Hey, this earth will pass away, man. So all the things that you desire, all the things that you love, is going to leave. Right? They say in peace, hey, the next thing you know, it's going to be sudden destruction. The Lord told you they're going to think peace and security. And you're going to get jammed up.
Right.
Or jammed in peanut butter.
Right.
See that? So bring this out. Matter of fact, you read on that. Slide.
bring on, and the world passeth away, and the lust
And the what?
and the lust
And the lust.
thereof.
So you fulfilling the lust of the flesh, you're going to pass away with the earth too. That's exactly what happened to who? Lot's wife. Remember Lot's wife. Christ, y'all was not saying that for no reason. Right? And what's going on, brothers? Y'all got 2 minutes? Check it out real quick. Y'all know what Christ look like? Y'all know what Christ look like? Y'all know what Christ look like? Black man, what's his ethnicity? No? That's good. That's good. Let's get Hebrews chapter 14. Right? So Christ, yeah, we know Christ look like us, but what do you call yourself? What you call yourself? What's your nationality? Right? Let's bring this up.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 7, verse 14.
Bring it out.
For it is evident
Obvious.
that our Lord sprang out of Judah.
Judah. Right? He's sprung out of Judah. Right? As you see on the sound right here, I don't know if you see that. Right, I'm trying. Right? So, as you see, the 12 tribes, he was a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Judah. Right? So he descended from the tribe of Judah, an Israelite. What's your nationality, your father? You're not too sure? Right, so he may be, sure for African American, stuff like that. Yeah. So according to God, out of the Bible, you descend from your father. That's what Numbers 1:18. You descend from your father. So who your father is, that's your nation. Nation. It's about plant seed in Japan. It's a rose seed. Would it be a Japanese rose or just a rose? Right, if I bring a seed and put it in a Japanese plant and it grows, it's going to be a Japanese rose or a rose. Exactly. Right, we should see. Right, bring this up.
It's the book of Numbers, chapter 1, and verse 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month. And they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their father.
House of your father, your lineage from the house of your father. Right. So Christ, if Christ is like this, imagine his father, his brother, his cousin, his sisters, all the way down. There will be Israelites, right? And I asked you up next to you, you said, so we gotta find out why we calling ourselves these names right here. This what God called you, this what man called you. Let's get Deuteronomy 28:15. Let's start at verse 1 first. Right? So y'all know about Moses, right? Y'all know who he was talking to out of the Bible. Y'all believe in the Bible, first of all. Y'all believe in the Bible? Y'all know the whole Bible is about the Israelites? No? Right? So Moses is talking to the Israelites. He's going to give them blessings and curses. Write it out. Verse 1.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 1. And it shall come to pass that thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
It said, thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of thy God. When you ask somebody if they believe in God, they can say yeah, right? And then you ask them, do they actually hearken to God? And they say yeah. But how do you actually listen to God? Don't you have to follow something that he gives you? Laws, exactly, right? So read that again.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high, above all nations of the earth.
The Lord says, listen to my instructions, I will set you above all nations. I will set you high. So that's let's see what you know. Verse 15.
Verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So this will happen.
Right. Read. To observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses.
And what?
All these curses.
They say generational curses. Us. Don't know other white man, Indian, Chinese, Japanese, Samoans. They don't say in the generation. They don't say the generation of wealth. We in the generation of curse. So the Lord said, this will happen. If I go through commandments, I'm a curse. That's the curse. What transportation? Y'all know I got some of my brothers. Or y'all ain't slow. Some of my people are. A lot of our people are actually. Right? Y'all don't like this. Yeah, they slow. They real slow. Follow trends and eat whatever they want to eat. So, now, what transportation I'm going to get? Check it out. Let's read out verse 68.
And the Lord shall, verse 68, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So the Lord is saying, right in worldly terms, so he said, I will bring you into Egypt again with what?
With ships. With ships. With ships.
He said, I will bring you to slavery again with ships. Right, read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
Right? You know where your homeland is? Where's your true homeland? You won't see it no more again. You want to get brought to slavery on ships. Now you're not going to see the homeland. How you doing, brother? How you doing, brother? This is for you too. Now, what I'm bringing down is a curse that happened to the Israelites. Right? He said they will be into Egypt again. Right? Egypt is in the house of bondage because Israelites are slaves again. Understand? So it's a trigger word. Right? So he said, because what track? Listen, brother. You know what transportation how we get to America?
Sorry?
You know what transportation how we got here to America?
When you say got here, what do you mean?
Like what transportation how we get here? Did we walk here? Did we fly here?
When you say we, what do you mean we?
You talking about slavery? Slavery.
Oh, you mean Africans who was brought across in the slave trade?
Yeah.
Yeah, those were ships.
Ships, right?
Yes, sir.
Let's read out the Bible. Start from the top.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Right, like I said, the Israelites were slaves in Egypt. So the Lord is saying, I will bring them into Egypt again in the house of bondage, slavery. Right, with what?
With ships.
Right, with ships, as you see throughout history. Because, hey, this is a prophecy that will happen if the Israelites don't keep the commandments. And as you see in history of us, there's no slave ships, right? So keep reading on it.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
Right, it said, thou shalt see it no more again, like I was telling y'all together. You won't see a homeland. What is your true homeland? Where is your homeland? Y'all know what your homeland is? You felt like you was already there? You was already here? You got some that flee here. You got the 10 lost tribes, right? You got a guy that actually flee here because they were oppressed, so they'd be able to keep it. Let's bring that out. Second Edges. Let's go to Second Edges 13 to 14. Let's bring that out. Second Edges 4. You got some that actually came, but But at some point in time, we didn't know this language. Right? We didn't know this language.
Sorry, it said second what?
So it's 2nd Ezra chapter 13 verse 40. So we use the Catholic Bible. The Protestant Church took out those 14 books, which is called the Apocrypha. Right, you know about it. The hidden books in the Greek. So we use the 1611 Bible, and he's right now in the Apocrypha using reading 2nd Ezra 13 and 40. When you read 2nd Ezra 13 and 40, it outlines how Native Americans or the northern kingdom of our people actually got to the new land. Because they weren't always over here.
So I got a question. Who put the Apocrypha into the Bible?
The Apocrypha was already a part of the Bible. But Martin Luther, during the Protestant period in 1514, he removed the Apocrypha from the rest of the Bible.
You're talking about the Reformation.
Right,
But
exactly.
how did the Apocrypha
For born
become
men and born
scripture?
women, and no man shall
It's
buy
part of
it.
the ancient manuscripts. So you have Hebrew, you will have
When was the Apocrypha written?
That's what we say.
when it was written.
Yes.
The Apocrypha
Now,
was written in Greek.
Israelites went into Egypt again.
So what you understand is the Bible is not
When in history were the Apocryphas written is what I'm asking.
286 BC.
Go ahead.
Okay, so this is before Christ.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
You do I believe Christ
This
is
was
one person,
after the
or
second.
mine?
This is
Mine is, yeah, I heard about that. Saying Christ basically wants to be in the higher context, the higher context type of thing.
right.
higher
So this
self.
is that in between phase before Christ, after the second coming.
That's,
Yeah, during the
it's really
Right.
doctrine.
What
But
what
he
was
walked in the flesh.
Israel's relationship to God? I guess during that period.
You believe that
During that time, you had a lot of Greeks or a lot of Israelites that was
some type of knowledge, some type of evil,
Okay.
So during Ptolemy Philadelphia's 286 BC, when the Alexandrian Library,
Oh, wait, yeah, you know, the kingdom
you
is
had Israelite historians.
right, yeah, that's true. The kingdom is inside of
that
us.
during this time,
Let's get
Israelites were
Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 5.
and they had freedom to kind of
Because obviously,
serve their God. It was only Antiochus before, where Antiochus before, he forced Jews
that's
to
the only way you'll be.
That's why you would have like
Christ
the
said,
book of Acts, the 16th chapter. His father
This is the
was
book of
Greek,
Deuteronomy,
because
chapter
they
4,
learned
verse
from
5.
the
Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my God commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it.
They don't really
Keep
understand
therefore
that
and do
Gentiles
them.
were the
For this is your wisdom,
But this is your wisdom.
and your understanding.
Wisdom by your understanding. Because a higher conscience is a higher knowledge. Wisdom and understanding. Your understanding, your higher conscience comes from the body what God gave you. Right, so that's
Because
all
we
that
need
is
to make a
just
distinction, especially when talking about your scriptures, right? Because there's a distinction between ethnic Jews and
that's where your
ethnic Israel versus spiritual Israel. Because you can see that if you look at like in all of the prophets.
Let's go. My Bible real quick.
So now I don't want to overload y'all. So how y'all feel about that when I brought out the currency? Like Deuteronomy 28:68.
I did.
They're not
Like reading that the Israelites come out to Egypt and slaves was like their grand now. And you see this, like how do you feel about that? That happened to the Israelites. So if that happened to the Israelites, when you see it happen to us, who would you be? Christ was like us. He was a traveling too. And we were like him. Right? So what we're going to see. I ain't gonna hold y'all up, but this bring this out.
Verse 26. And they shall be upon thee for a sign. And they shall be upon thee for a sign. lucky, and for wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
Y'all got a Bible? That's the real y'all. Grandma, y'all don't got a Bible? Open that Bible and go to Deuteronomy chapter. These verses are a sign or wonder. Like I said, that mean that these signs are going to be in the Israelites' own. And these verses are about to be so-called black Hispanics. Check that fire out. Y'all are Jews. They know y'all. They know we're chosen. That's why they try to. That's why we don't do it. Like that? Yeah. What's up, man? Hey, all praise, man. Hey, y'all the real Jews, man. So, oh, y'all get up? Right, y'all be smooth, man. Y'all Jews, man. Y'all not African American black, y'all Jews. Check that out. So you said what? Oh, speaking of the school? Okay. All y'all? Yeah, so look at this right here. Right? Man gave me that. Man. God called me. The Hebrew Israelite tribe of Judah. Judah. Right. Christ.
What is the news? Is it all literal? That's what they get back. We're going to get into Revelation. Literal? Is it a figure? Are we using it like a parable? What type of seed are we using? Is it a combination?
Right, I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to show you the fringes. Right. That's right. That's not Look at that, man. Look at that. Check that out, yeah.
Like the same way.
That's so cool. That's praise to the Most High, man.
But when they came to the world, they came to the world serving idolatry. They were actually in captivity.
Right. Right.
They were in captivity.
All praise to the Most High, man.
Right. So a lot of our people in the northern kingdom are people that they were scattered among same thing how we were scattered among Grecian Empire, right? The Roman Empire. A lot of our people in northern kingdom, think about it, they didn't grow up speaking Hebrew, they were speaking Latin, right? They were speaking
Let me get Luke chapter 4, verse 17.
No, I got you. All right. I'll let these guys alone. But this is the evidence that we'll go to. So we read the book of Luke, the 10th chapter, right? He's going to specifically.
Book of Luke, chapter 4, verse 17. And there was delivered unto him the book of the prophet Isaiah. And when he had opened the book, he found a place where it was written, the Spirit of the Lord is upon me.
All comes up, brethren. See, I went Israel. That's not very important.
Verse 18, the Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because he hath anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor. He has sent me to heal the brokenhearted, to preach deliverance to the captives, and recovering of sight to the blind, to set at liberty them that are bruised, to preach the acceptable year of the Lord. And he closed the book, and he gave it again to the minister.
And we are preaching the gospel, right? To the deaf, to the blind, to the poor, right? The oppressed, all praise to the Most High.
We're Gentiles now. Other nation. How can I used to be a Gentile?
The Lord's song is loud. You don't hear it. Right? Bring this up.
Is the book of Isaiah 61 and 1. The Spirit of the Lord the Spirit of the Lord God is upon me, because the Lord hath anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek. He has sent me to bind the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives, and the opening of the prison to them that are bound, to proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord, and the day of vengeance on our God, to comfort all that mourn.
Right, bring it up.
To appoint unto them that mourn in Zion, to give unto them beauty for ashes.
Yeah, take that out, man. Huh? No. Flyer. Put a flyer.
They should have it.
I'm not very familiar.
Oh, your count.
Churches,
Even a language you can't speak. He might have to host a class. You said you can learn sign language, so you might need a bishop. You might have to host it. But
how is everybody?
isn't there somebody that do that? Are you on see? I think.
What nation?
I think I've seen a video of something like that. It was a sister.
But he's addressing the church according to his
You know, that's like
Hey, brother. Hey, brother.
right? Because they have the same fathers.
What's going on, brother? You alright? You good, man? What's your ethnicity, bro?
I'm black African.
Yeah.
I was talking to
That's two continents, yo.
Whose forefathers passed the race?
Afro-American.
You got a hairstyle. You got a hairstyle. No. What's your ethnicity? What God calls you? What God calls you? You say what? Say it again.
Can I get the mic?
Can you get the mic? Why you want the mic? Yeah, like, why you want the mic? What's the mic? You got the rap? You got the spit?
What?
You need music? music. That's why you want the mic. That's why you want the mic. Hey, look, let me tell you something. Hey, wait. Come on, man. What you doing, man? Stop
Brother.
lusting, man. Come here, man.
Brother.
Stop lusting, brother.
Tweet.
Come here, brother.
In Psalm chapter 149 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
Praise ye the Lord.
Yeah.
Praise ye the Lord.
Right? Praise ye the Lord.
Sing unto the Lord.
Say what?
Sing unto the Lord.
Singing unto the Lord, man. Come on, give me the mic. You want to spit. That's the spirit right there. The perfect in mic, man. No. Hey, what's going on, brother? Check it out, Joe. What's up, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like you were at, got one nice you did. You know what I'm saying? How old you is? 20? Alright. That's a 20-year-old thing. Right? I'm pretty sure you know who you are, right? So if I ask you what's your
I had got it to
ethnicity,
work
what you say?
like halfway. At first it wasn't working, but
You the same
I know how to
color
turn it
as
on now.
You another child.
Man, get some of that, man. Praise to the Most High, man. All right, 2 white men. You descend from a white man? All praise to the Most High, man. Right? So now, we give you the third try. You know, what's your ethnicity? Moorish American. You know what more mean? What? It mean black. More mean black. You still call yourself black. You call yourself blackish. You see how they like to play with us? Right? So your ethnicity according to God, we're going to kick it to you. You are a Jew, brother. You are a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Judah. You believe in the Bible? You believe in the Bible, right? Hey, you don't want to believe anything now. Okay, I understand you like to hear people out, be open-minded, but you don't want to do that because obviously there could be a spirit on them that try to deceive you. This world is nothing but lies. You know that, right? This world is nothing full of lies. If you know the world is full of lies, why do you just want to believe anybody or hear anything what people got to say? Let's get Isaiah chapter 8, verse 20. Isaiah chapter 8, verse 20. What you're going to come to realize is if they're not speaking according to this word, you shouldn't believe it at all. If they're not bringing out the precepts, the Bible verses, and breaking it down to you, telling you who you are according to God, you don't want to believe it, right? Bring this up.
From Isaiah 8 and 20. To the law and to the testimony.
If they speak not according to this word,
Right, if they speak not according to this word,
it is because there is no light in them.
right, so any you say you talk, you listen to people what they got to say, but if they ain't speaking according to this word, it's no light in them, man. So that means that they telling you anything. Hey, you can love whatever you want. You can be who you ever want to be. You're black. You're African American. You can eat whatever you want to eat. You can drink whatever you want to drink. There's no light in them, right? So the brother up next gonna break it down to you. How are you an Israelite? Because it's a lineage, a heritage, a bloodline, right? We come from a bloodline of kings and priests, right? So let me get Luke chapter 13, verse 3. You gotta go.
Luke, chapter 13 and verse 3. I tell you nay.
Oh, he say what?
I tell you nay. But except ye repent.
Right. So as a Hebrew Israelite, right, you have to repent and keep the commandments, right? So the world is about to break. The world is about to. World War III is coming, right? So you're not keeping the commandments and actually being safe under the Most High God Himself. You're gonna die. Maybe at a young age, maybe old. Who knows? Right? Read.
Ye shall all likewise
It
perish.
say you shall all likewise perish.
Or those 18 upon.
Right. That's it. That's it. Or you will perish. Right. So what we telling you, a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Judah. I'm pretty. You know, you say you're African American. right? Hey, take a flyer. Matter of fact, you should stay a little bit. Where you gotta go? Meet up with your friends. You want to know your heritage, your ethnicity, or meet up with friends? Your friends look just like you? Yeah, so this information you getting, get all this information, learn who your nationality is, learn who your God is, learn the commandments, and then you can leave and tell them because they need to know it too if they like you, your brother, right? Come Yeshua. Come Yeshua. Right? Understand?
All praise the Most High.
God, I praise you.
I read the
I praise you,
book
Most
of
High.
Daniel, chapter 2, verse 21.
Like Jeremiah chapter 8, verse 28, verse number 8, right? Well, hold on. Let me get Jeremiah first. Jeremiah 8, 28, verse number 8.
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 28, verse 8.
Read it out.
The prophets that have been before me and
Right.
before thee of old prophesied both against many countries
Right,
and against great kingdoms,
right,
of war and of evil,
right.
and of pestilence. The prophet which prophesieth of peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass.
Right, that's a beautiful precept because this whole country's going to hell, man. Like I can see it every single day. I'm watching all types of videos of them targeting Issacharites. Man, the so-called Mexicans, hey man, they're not gonna put up with that, man. We're not like California, man. I tell you that right now. The brothers in the hood, bro, they're getting ready. They see ICE, they're like, all right, guess what? We're gonna get ready to war. I'm like, hey man, all praise to the Most High, right? Let me get the book of Daniel, chapter 2 and verse 21.
The book of Daniel, chapter 2 and verse 21.
Read it out.
And he changeth the times and the seasons.
Right?
He removeth kings and setteth up kings.
You do it what?
He removeth kings and setteth up kings.
Right, exactly. So he's gonna destroy this nation, man. This nation is finished, man. Esau don't got more than at least 10, 15 more years in this place, man.
Right.
I say this place is gonna be finished in the next 10, 15 years. Lord willing, right?
Right.
But let me get Job chapter 9, verse 24, man, because this nation is finished, man.
Right.
But we gotta figure out who is the wicked of the earth. We gotta figure out these things and let our people know, right? Let me get Malachi chapter 2. No, sorry, Malachi chapter 1 and verse number 2. Right? Let me get that in Job.
Job chapter 9, verse 24.
Read out.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
To who?
The hand of the wicked.
Read.
He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
Right, who is he, man? We already know the so-called white man. He is the wicked, right? And we're going to prove it out of the Bible, right? I was trying to break this down to my uncle. I'm going to try to show him who is the wicked, and he didn't believe me. He was like, what? The white man is the wicked? I'm like, yeah, I'm going to prove it to you out of the Bible, right? Reading it out.
The book of Malachi, chapter 1 and verse 2.
Read out.
I have loved you, saith the Lord.
Right?
Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us?
Right?
Was not Esau Jacob's brother?
Right?
Saith the Lord, yet I loved Jacob.
Right?
And I hated Esau.
Hated who?
And I hated Esau.
Read.
I laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness.
Right, exactly. So Esau is the wicked, right? Keep reading.
Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places.
Right. Esau thinks he can keep building this place up. He sees this place, his whole kingdom is crumbling down right before his eyes. And he thinks he can actually still have time and rebuild this place. But he don't have time, man. He don't have a damn time, right? Let me get the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50 and verse number 33, right? I was just bringing out this precept and reading it. Let me get the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 10 and verse 22, I believe. No. Yeah, 22. I think it's 10:22. Come on. Right?
That's the brother you just talked to.
What the? This brother got spirits, man. You got all these crazy spirits. Bring that out. Don't worry about that saying. Don't worry about that. Jeremiah 50 and 33.
This is book of Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 33.
Read it out.
Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together.
We're what?
Oppressed together.
Right. We're oppressed here in this land, man. I just seen ICE targeting the so-called black man, right? It's crazy just because he's got an accent, right? He might be Haitian, he might be Jamaican, but that don't mean that he's not an American citizen, right? Just because you're an American citizen don't mean squat here anymore. You know, my OG was telling me, oh, we're Americans. I mean, we're okay, mijo. They're not going to get us, mijo. No, Trump said that he's going to come for the homegrown next. And I'm waiting for his ass. He can come here right now, anytime. I'm ready, right? Keep bringing it.
All right? Were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast.
Right?
They refused to let them go.
They what?
They refused to let them go.
One more time.
They refused to let them go.
Hey man, the so-called white man says we're free in this place. I don't believe it, man. I see it day to day, and I'm like, I'm a slave here. Especially when I go to work, I'm like, damn, this is captivity, man. I'm back in Egypt, right? I'm building up his nation, and he's over here making money off of me, right? Man, I can't stand the so-called white man. Read that out.
It's the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 10, verse 22.
Read out.
Our psaltery is laid up on the ground.
Start 20.
Verse 20. Do not sow, but be counseled of me. For how many are the adversities of Zion?
Right?
Be comforted in regard of the sorrow of Jerusalem.
Right?
For thou seest that our sanctuary is laid waste.
Hold that. Let me get Lamentations chapter 5, verse number 2. Read that again.
For thou seest that our sanctuary is laid waste.
Right?
Our altar broken down.
Right?
Our temple destroyed.
Our temple's destroyed, man. The so-called white man, he prides himself in destroying our communities. He prides himself in destroying our altars, right? And what the precept in Psalms 137? Raise it. Hey man, the so-called white man loves it when we take a fall, man. He gets like some kind of wicked, sick, nasty, what's that word called? He's like, yeah, pleasure. He gets real pleasure when he sees us, fall. I remember seeing what do you call it? Police basically breaking this brother's back and beating him up, and I see the comments, good job, officers. I love it. Great job. This and that. I'm like, and I'm looking at all the people. It's all the so-called white men. I'm like, oh, okay. But when Charlie Kirk got shot, you want to say prayers, for this man. But when the so-called black man gets shot, oh man, hey man, good job, officers. You did a civil service for us, right? You got one more criminal off the streets. That's wicked, man. The so-called white man is the most wickedest piece of garbage on the earth, right? Let me get the book of Psalms, chapter 49 and verse number 11, right? What else you got? What do you? Let me get Psalms 49:11.
It's the book of Lamentations, chapter 5, verse 2.
Read out.
Our inheritance is turned to strangers.
Right?
Our houses to aliens.
Right? Our houses to aliens, man. The so-called white man thinks this is his land. The so-called white... Hey, brother, I like that mighty jumpsuit. That's a mighty jumpsuit. I got the same one at home, low-key. You got 2 minutes for the words of the Lord? Brother, you don't got time for the words of the Lord, brother? Brother, the Lord woke you up this morning. That one finger, that don't mean nothing for the Most High. That's not doing nothing. Bring that out.
Our inheritance is turned to strangers.
Right?
Our houses to aliens.
Our houses to aliens. The so-called white man has that pride and ideology that this land really belongs to him. That he can just come up over here and think, you know what, I'm gonna take over and this is my thing now, right? So-called, what's his name? Amerigo Vespucci named this land after himself. That's wicked, right? Let me bring that out of the Bible. Let me get Psalms 58 and verse number 3.
Psalm chapter 49 and verse 11.
No.
Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever.
Right. Their inward thought is that houses shall continue forever. The so-called white... I was just asking this white guy the other day, how long do you think America has? He's like, oh, if we could do this, if we do that, if we do master space technology, we got all the time in the world. I'm like, all the time in the world? Whew, man. He don't even know he's finished. Right? Bring that out again.
Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever.
Right?
And their dwelling places to all generations.
Right?
They call their lands after their own names.
They do what?
They call their lands after their own names.
They call their lands after their own names. The so-called white man is that prideful. He took land from the Native Americans. I don't know what this land was called. I don't know what Gadites were calling this name. What was his land? But hey, he wanted to change it up. He's like, you know what? This is America now. This is the land of the free, home of the brave. Nah, man. This is land of the thief, home of the slave, man. Right? Bring that out.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 58, verse 3.
Read out.
The wicked are estranged from the womb.
Right?
They go astray as soon as they be born.
Direct 12 and 10.
Lies.
Speaking what?
Speaking lies.
Speaking lies. You can't trust anything the so-called white man has to say. This white dude at work, he tried to shake my hand like we're all cool, and I'm like, nah, man. When my forefathers did that, man, we went to slavery. We got destroyed. 100 million of us are buried somewhere in the ground right now as we speak. Right? That point?
Yeah, it's a correct contract. You're going to tell me we should be grateful that we're Americans. Christianity is found in this land, and look how we're living today.
That is wicked. Hey, man, I heard the same thing from a Jake too. Yeah, my barber tried telling me the same thing too. He's like, "Aren't you grateful that white people came and showed you different ways?" And I'm like, "What?" I'm like, am I grateful that they came and raped, robbed, murdered my people? No, I'm not grateful. That's wicked, right? You got a point on that?
My manager at my first job told me, man, I'm so thankful the Spaniards enslaved us. That they taught us better how to be civilized.
Right, they say that. The so-called white man changed to the history books. He said that he was the civilized, but he always came over here to rape, rob, and murder us, right? And now their kids are over here doing all manners of wickedness, right? Let me get the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 21, right? Yeah, exactly, man. He invents all types of wicked drugs. Let me get that in Iraq.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 12 and verse 10.
Read out.
Never trust thine enemy.
Read that again.
Never trust thine enemy.
One more time.
Never trust thine enemy.
A little bit louder.
Never trust thine enemy.
Read.
For like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness.
So is this wickedness. You can't trust these white people. You can't trust the Ishmaelites. You can't trust these other nations. I remember this Ishmaelite came up to me trying to be my friend. He's like, we're both brown. We both believe in God. And I'm like, no, you're an Ishmaelite. I can't be friends with you. You had my people in slavery. What makes you think I'm ever going to be cool with you, right? Read that out. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 14. He sent unto me from Abraham unto Isaac. When Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. Right? For Esau is the end of the world. What? For Esau is the end of the world. Read that again. For Esau is the end of the I don't know what kind of things he's doing behind closed doors. I'm like, damn, I'm gonna be unclean. I don't even want to dab him up. But I gotta be cool with him though. And if I don't dab him up, he's gonna be like, look at me some type of way. And he's not gonna give me those off days. You're not gonna give me those off days during the feast days and be like, what? Off days. You don't take off days. I'm like, damn. I'm like, yeah, exactly. The first time I wore my fringes, they're already asking me questions. They're like, what are those? What is that, a cult? And I'm like, no, this is a commandment. I have to wear these. This is thus saith the Lord. This is not thus saith the so-called white man, right? Let me get
You got a precept?
I got a precept.
Oh, kind. You got a precept? Go ahead.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 10, verse 8.
Let me get Hosea
Because of
10:12.
unrighteous dealings,
Right?
injuries, and riches got by deceit,
Right?
the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
Right? Man, that's a beautiful precept, man. Man, Esau is finished though, right? But with his unrighteousness, we just have to exalt in more righteousness. We can't let his darkness or supersede us, right? What's that precept you brought up earlier? With light and darkness. Yeah, bring that up. Yeah, Ephesians. Yeah, bring that out in Ephesians, right? Hold that. Let me get Ephesians.
It's the book of Ephesians, chapter 6, verse 12.
Read out.
For we wrestle not against flesh and blood,
Right?
but against principalities,
Right?
against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world.
All right, brother. Again. I'll praise the Most High. I'll praise Him and feeding the sheep, man. That's beautiful, man.
Against spiritual wickedness in high places.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wherefore, take unto you the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. What's that piece that
About righteousness. About righteousness have no dealings with unrighteousness.
Oh, First 11.
Ah, yeah. Con. I would bring that up. I love that precept. And then hold that Hosea. I'm going to get into a mighty... Marquise actually brought that precept up. Yeah. Go ahead. Bring it up.
All right.
Second Corinthians 11, verse 2, I think it's 11 or 2. Righteous, a precept about righteous and darkness.
This is the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 6, verse 14.
No, 11. 2 Corinthians 11 and 2.
You want to read it?
No, I know that precept. I'm gonna tie it all together.
11 and 2.
Slack you.
11 and 2.
Right.
2 Corinthians, chapter 11 and verse 2.
Read out.
It says, for I am jealous over you with godly jealousy.
Right.
For I have espoused you to one husband, that I may.
Slack you. You're right.
2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 14.
Read out.
Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers.
Right.
For what fellowship have righteousness with unrighteousness? And what communion have light with darkness?
Right. Exactly. What, man? I love that precept, man. Let me get that book in real quick in Hosea. Man, you have to sow yourself in righteousness, man. Because righteousness is gonna get you the kingdom, man. A lot of brothers, be like, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. No, righteousness. You gotta be that mighty example. You gotta push yourself forward. Be like, you know what? Am I gonna be an unrighteous person and be not have integrity behind closed doors, or are you gonna be a righteous person and be like, you know what? I gotta be an example. I gotta be a light to my people, right? Bring that out.
It's the book of Hosea, chapter 10 and verse 8.
Right.
The high
Wisdom of
places
Solomon,
also
1 and 1.
the sin of Israel shall be destroyed. The thorn and the thistle.
Hosea 10 and 12.
10 and 12.
Yeah.
God. Verse 12. Sow to yourselves in righteousness.
Right.
Reap in mercy.
Right.
Break up your fallow ground.
Right.
For it is time to seek the Lord.
It's time to what?
It is time to seek the Lord.
Read.
So he come and rain righteousness upon you.
Yeah, it's time to rain righteousness upon you, man. You want the Most High to rain righteousness upon you, right? You want the Most High to be able to be like, you know what, this brother's going off. Let me give him an example. Let me show him something. Let me give him a sign, right? I see the Most High always giving me a sign of if I'm going off, he'd be like, oh, video on my feed, oh, post or something. Or even a brother sends me a text message and he'd be like, hey, brother, I'll praise the Most High, right? Hey, brothers, any guys got time for the words of the Lord?
2 minutes.
No, 2 minutes?
Hey, look,
2 minutes.
Look, man. Check it out, man.
Hey, man, you can't force them. Hey, man, you can't force everybody, man. Not all this is for everybody, right? Let me get the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 8, and verse number 1, right? Because this world was created for many, but, hey, only a few are going to inherit it, man. Everybody says, like, oh, I love God. Let me get Titus 1:16. Everybody says, I love God, and I want to do, anything to pleasure, to basically, show them that I love them. Hey, man, actions speak louder than words, right? Read that out.
It's the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 8, verse 1.
Go.
And he answered me, saying,
Right?
the Most High have made this world for many,
Right?
but the world to come for few.
For what?
For few.
For what?
For few.
For few. So only a few of us will inherit the kingdom.
Right.
Man, you see billions and billions of people upon this earth. Hey, only a few are going to inherit it, man. Right? Only 1/3 of our people are going to be saved. And the other, man, obliterated, right? Let me go to the book of Malachi, chapter 4 and verse number 1. Let's see what happens to those people, right? Bring it out.
The book of Titus, chapter 1 and verse 16.
Right?
They profess that they know God, but in works they deny him.
Right?
Being abominable.
Being what?
Being abominable.
And what?
And disobedient.
Read.
And unto every good work reprobate.
And to every good reprobate, right? Because I was just talking to this sister today at work, and she was, quoting some of the commandments to, to this Edomite. She's like, yeah, we have to be modest, but we can also be sexy. Now I'm like, what? What? What are you talking about? Where's that saying the words of the Lord? Bring that out. I gave her my sword. I'm like, please bring that out. I need to see that right now. I need to see that right now. I don't never read that before. I read the Bible twice, and I've never read that before, right? That was the most wickedest thing, right? Let me get the book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 21, right? Hold that in Malachi. Hold that.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 7, and verse 21.
Bring it out.
Not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord,
Right?
shall enter into the kingdom of heaven,
Right?
but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven.
Right.
Many
Read.
will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name?
Right. A lot of people say we're going to be doing the works of Jesus Christ, doing the works of the Lord, but they don't, man. They're those people that, be those keyboard warriors, or those are people that, say, I go to church and I donate, money here and there.
I've never seen people give more than $5 to a homeless.
Nice. If that's all you got, all praises. But come on, man. I know if I'm making somewhat decent money, I can give them a little bit more. Right? Keep reading.
And in thy name have cast out devils,
Right?
and in thy name done many wonderful works.
Right?
Then will I profess unto them, I never knew you.
I never what?
I never knew you.
One more time.
I never knew you.
Read.
Depart from me, ye that work iniquity.
Ye that work iniquity, depart from me. Hey, man, that's a scary thing, man. You see your big brother, and you're like, oh, I made it. All praise the Most High. And he says, no, depart from me, ye workers of iniquity. I'll be like, damn. If only I tried a little bit harder, right? What you holding up? Solomon and Malachi. Oh, yeah, let me get Malachi first. So let's see what happens to these people. All these people, they say they profess God, especially you Christians, right? Let's see what happens, right? Bring it out.
Malachi chapter 4, verse 1.
Right?
For behold,
Zephaniah 1:14.
that shall burn as an oven.
Burn as a what?
As an oven.
No, a cooler.
As an oven.
No, a freezer.
As an oven.
Read.
And all the proud, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble.
Shall be what?
Shall be stubble.
One more time.
Shall be stubble.
Man, shall be stubble, man. I don't know if brothers that actually look at videos of nuclear weapons being set off on on Nevada and New Mexico and stuff like that. Those are giant balls of fire. When you see those balls of fire here in America, you're gonna be like, damn, really? Russia? Why? No, man. It's all praise to the Most High after that, right? Bring it out.
It's the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 14.
1 and 14.
1 and 14. The great day of the Lord is near.
Right?
It is near and hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord.
1 Thessalonians 5 and 2.
Men shall cry there bitterly.
Right?
That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress.
A day of trouble and distress. A lot of people don't understand that these days are very soon upon us, man. Let me get the book of 2nd Ezra too, 16 and verse, I think 68. Keep reading on that.
A day of wasteness and desolation.
Right.
A day of darkness and gloominess.
A day of darkness, man. Can you imagine, bro? Like Jake, he be coming out feeling all fresh in his, in his fit, looking all crispy and clean. But then he just sees a big old nuclear bomb set up right in front of him. Damn. Oh man, that to me, if I was in the world, I would scare the hell out of me. Even in the truth, I think I'll still feel a little fear, but at the same time, be like, damn, that's the Most High. I'll praise the Most High and get on my knees and pray. That's all I can do, right? Is there anything else on that?
A day of clouds and thick darkness.
Right. Drop that. Let me get the book of Acts chapter 2 and verse 20. Right? Read it out.
This is the book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 2.
Read it out.
For yourselves know perfectly,
right,
that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
As a thief in the night, man. Like we're not gonna see it happen, man. We can see all the signs and be like, all right, cool. Russia's, getting, fed up. They're,
Now Trump's giving, the missiles to Ukraine, those Tomahawk missiles. Hey man, those Tomahawk missiles, man, travel pretty far, man.
Sister.
Hey man, it's not for everybody, right?
Oh God, damn, my time went.
Verse 3.
Bring it out.
For when they shall say peace and safety.
Say what?
Peace and safety. Hey man, Trump just said we got peace and safety in the Middle East. Hey man, his treaties don't mean a damn thing, man. The Most High is gonna set up these bombs and set up prophecy ASAP, right? Huh? Oh, you got a point? Go ahead.
Yeah. Israelis made over 78 treaties with the Palestinians and broke every single one.
Hey man, that's just like the so-called white man here in America. He created 400 treaties with the Native Americans, and he broke every single one of them, man. I'm waiting to get my 40 acres. I get my 40 acres and a mule, then we can talk, Esau. Right? Let me get some closing precepts. Let me get the book of Isaiah, chapter 8 and verse 20. And let me get the book of Matthew, chapter 5 and verse 17, I believe. No, 16. Right? Bring that out mighty. No, hold on. Isaiah 8 20 first. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 8, verse 20.
Read out.
To the law and to the testimony.
Right?
If they speak not according to this word,
right?
It is because there is no light in them. It's because there is no light in them. If they're not speaking, thus saith the Lord, and they're not speaking right out of the Bible, I can't trust anything you say. Especially Christianity, whatever they were garbage, they fed us over the time of years. Hey, man, I'm not going to accept it, right? If you're not coming out of this book, I'm just not going to accept it, right? Bring that out.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 16.
Read out.
Let your light so shine before men.
Read that again.
Let your light so shine before men.
Read.
That they may see your good works.
That they may see your good works, man. You want to show these Gentiles, you want to show your people your good works. I try to inspire my brothers and sisters, through charity. Lord willing, we can get more charity missions out, right? All praise to the Most High, right?
And glorify your Father which is in heaven.
Right, and glorify your Father which is in heaven. But with that, I want to give all honor and glory to the Most High God, Yahweh, Ba'Shem Mashiach Malak Yahushai, right? Hom Yashallah. Hom Yashallah. Hom Yashallah. Hom Yashallah. Hom Yashallah. Hom Yashallah. Hey, man, I learned from the best. I was like, close out? Oh, time. Mic drop.
Nah, I'm gonna end it.